More to Marketing.
Welcome to More to Marketing, the podcast on marketing, product, and everything business. I'm your host, Susan. And one thing I love to look at and talk about is color. Color is so powerful when it comes to almost everything and anything. It's one of those senses that is probably one of my most favorite. And I think there's a huge place that marketing places with color. And I want to explore this today about how color shapes marketing campaigns. There are certain colors to me that are always quintessentially that product. So the beautiful teal blue for Tiffany, the deep purple for Cadbury. They're things that I'm always drawn to when it comes to color, to campaign / brand or whatever it might be. And I believe I'm not alone. There's a lot of meaning behind color and a lot of reasons why color is used for certain types of products and services. So I wanted to really dive into this one and talk a bit more. I've done a podcast on it before about just colors in general, but I want to be more specific on the power psychology and also pitfalls of colors for marketing campaigns. So let's just go straight into it. So color isn't just a decoration. It's a powerful psychological tool. Now, studies show that up to 90% of consumers' first impression of a product is based on color alone. 90%. Color increases brand recognition up to 80% and influences 85% of purchase decisions. In a world where consumers are bombarded with choices, color can be that ultimate difference between a product that flies off the shelf and one that just sits there. And how amazing is that? Just because of color, if there's no other differentiator. Now, the psychology of color, and there's a lot of meanings for colors, and a lot of reasons why brands have used them. So different colors trigger different emotions and also behaviors. Now, we'll do a quick rundown of some of them, and I'm sure you've come across or seen a lot of these brands yourself. So, red. It represents excitement, urgency, passion, appetite. Often used for sales and fast food because it grabs attention and can even make people feel hungry. So because of that connected of the color with fast food, that naturally in your mind makes you feel hungry. How crazy is that? Now, Coca-Cola uses an iconic red branding because it's energetic and memorable. Blue. Trust, calm, security, reliability. Blue is the world's most popular color and is used by banks, tech companies, and social media platforms to convey safety and professionalism. Facebook, Twitter and PayPal all use blue as their primary color. Yellow, optimism, warmth, happiness, and attention grabbing. It's great for catching the eye, especially in window displays or for children's products. McDonald's uses it for a golden arch, and that evokes a feeling of cheerfulness and fun. Green. Nature, health, freshness, growth. Often used now for eco-friendly, organic, and wellness brands. So Whole Foods and Tropicana use green to really highlight their natural and healthy qualities. Orange. Affordability, friendliness, and creativity. It's energetic but can be polarizing because people will either love this color or hate this color. Home Depot in America uses orange to signal the value and approachability. Now, my argument there is, did orange then create that feeling in the market, or was it already feeling that way to start with? It's a good thing about colors. They're all subjective. Black and gold, put together, is luxury, sophistication, and exclusivity. It is primarily used out there for a lot of high-end products and to create that real sense of premium and premium value. Rolex and Chanel use it to really bring about their luxury and timelessness. And one of my ultimate favorites is purple. Creativity, royalty, nostalgia, and spirituality. It's used a lot in beauty and anti-aging products, or to evoke a sense of premium quality. Now, I find this interesting because Cadbury's is one of the main examples used. I'm not quite sure how it fits, except maybe in creativity being a bit fun with its advertising, but it's definitely indulgence and has quality. Now, color doesn't just set the mood, it can also set a behavior. So, impulse buys are usually predominantly highlighted with warm colors. So, when you think sale, sale is usually red, orange, bright. It triggers quick, it triggers emotional decisions of it's a sale, got to do it quickly, which is why it's commonly used for clearance sales and fast food. Quick, 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 red, 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 orange, orange, orange. But if you need some more time and it's more of a thoughtful purchase, more than likely when there's decisions that need to be made and calculations done, it's going to be a warmer color, or cooler color of a blue or a green. And that's really to encourage a calmness, trust, and a careful consideration. And a trust goes in there quite heavily. And that's because it's ideal for banks, insurance, and wellness brands. Now, perceived value is going to be things that are connected with value itself. Your gold color, your silver color, and black in there too to highlight. They elevate a product's perceived value, while bright colors often signal a sale or a discount. Now, it's important with colors to always consider context and culture. Now, everyone changes, different cultures change. And when you go into new environments and new geographical regions, you have to be mindful. So while white, for example, signifies purity in Western cultures, it represents mourning in some parts of Asia. So you really got to consider color palettes and where they're going to go. So examples of companies that done it right is like Coca-Cola. They've used the bright red. It's recognizable. It creates a sense of excitement and energy. Tiffany, that beautiful blue that they use for their boxes, it really does signal exclusivity and luxury, making its packaging itself as almost as desirable as its products. Starbucks, the green logo really evokes a freshness and connected to nature, aligning with their ethical sourcing of coffee. IKEA, the blue and yellow represents and reflect the Swedish flag, but also the blue's trust, the yellow's optimism, making the brand feel both reliable and cheerful. But colors can go very wrong, particularly if they're not used the right way. So some classic examples of when colors are used not the right way or not the best way: unreadable combinations. So using colors with low contrast, like say green text on a green background or light yellow on white, make content hard to read and really frustrate people. Clashing colors, when it's not part of a brand, pairing things like red and green or blue and orange can be visually jarring and really hard to process, especially for people that have color vision deficiencies. Overusing neon colors or rainbow palettes can drive people crazy. Yes, they might grab attention, but they quickly tire your eyes and can actually come across a bit unprofessional and also very irritating. Using text on a busy background, placing colored text over textures or similarly colored background images really reduces its readability and dilutes the message. And red, blue, or purple on black, these are notoriously hard to read and can feel oppressive or gothic, which might not fit with anything mainstream that you're trying to do. Now, ultimately, for colors, and when a marketer is thinking about it, choose colors that align with the brand values and audience expectations. Prioritize readability and accessibility. So make sure contrast is key. Test your color choices in real world settings. and with a diverse audience. Be mindful of cultural differences and personal preferences, and use colors strategically to guide emotional actions. They're not just decoration. Color is one of the most powerful tools. When used thoughtfully, it can build trust, inspire action, and make your brand unforgettable. Don't misuse it if you can avoid it, because it will stop confusion, annoyance, and driving customers away. So when you're looking at your next campaign, remember there's more to marketing than meets the eye, and color is at the heart of it all. Thank you for listening to this podcast from Water Marketing. Like and share to everyone you can. More to marketing.